Okay, I'm Maciej Kowarski and I'm a defender. I hope you saw my previous videos and I invite you to this review of KTL Stranger. I was reviewing two kinds of this rubber, one with and one without the sponge. I had huge troubles playing with no sponge in the second zone because the rubber was absorbing almost all of the speed of the ball and I would need to push it by myself. But in the end it would be kind of hard and unpleasant for the opponent. I think that amateur players would be happy with this rubber because it's not that hard and gives a lot of disturbance to the ball, which is really unpleasant for the opponent. In case of the sponge version, it was much easier because it was much more reliable. But on the other hand, the ball was easier for the opponent to play. Professional players rather use pimps with sponge because the defense play style is, I think, a little bit better nowadays. I don't think that a professional would pick this rubber because there are some more reliable options and the disturbance doesn't play that much of a role in a professional play. For me, the no sponge version is made to play chop block because it absorbs a lot of the spin, it gives a lot of disturbance and it's hard to play from. Both versions of the rubber wasn't a good fit for me because I wasn't able to play reliably and repeatedly, and it was just wasn't a fit for my play style. It seems pointless to play close to the table with the sponge version in comparison to the other one, because it almost gives no disturbance to the ball and is probably much easier to play from. I think that this rubber is kind of unique because I haven't met one like this one.
To się nie liczy.
The version without the sponge was definitely designed for playing aggressive and close to the table. The rubber has high potential to change the trajectory of the ball, and it's a good fit for someone who plays mainly with pimples while a rally. This rubber gives a lot of disturbance, especially the no sponge version, and that's a main advantage of this rubber. The sponge version is much different because it's much easier to play, but it doesn't disturb the ball that much. The ball is much more predictable and it's much more reliable as well. In the future, we're gonna make comparisons of the pimples and the advantages and disadvantages of every one of them. Leave a like and subscribe, and if you have something to say, type a comment down below.
Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check, yes.
Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the stars were aligned. Cause I done seen the time go by. Yeah, I done seen the time go by.